Hey, what is going on, guys? Xpertfusion here, and in this video I have some Infinite Warfare gameplay going on in the background of the beta, and I'm using the RPR Evo, which is definitely now my favorite gun in this game. Previously it was the R3K assault rifle, which is that 3-round burst one, but holy shit do I love this gun. It is the same thing as the Ripper from Call of Duty Ghosts, and it is just so good in this game. I was just going off in this gameplay. Just enjoy the gameplay because I got that really high score streak, the Thor, I think it was called, the 1300 score streak. Really good score streak as well. It got me tons of kills. It's basically like an AC-130, and it was just so good. And I had so much fun in this game. So hopefully you guys enjoy that gameplay. While we talk about Infinite Warfare haters and just the people who complain about it. Now, before I start this, I just want to say I know you are entitled to your own opinion. If you don't like something, that is totally fine with me. I'm not saying everyone has to like this game. That's what people think I'm trying to say. That's not what I'm trying to say when I'm talking about this type of a topic. I'm trying to say that if you don't like this game, which it's not even the game, it's the beta, which I'm going to just go to this argument real quick. People keep saying, oh, this is not the beta, this is the full game. This is just, it's already made it gold. They're just giving us the full game, so don't call it a beta. It's a demo version. No, it's a beta because, yes, the game has gone gold, but they're only giving us a portion of the game. Therefore, I'm going to call it a beta, okay? Yes, I know the feeling of the game is going to be the same, but why does that matter? They gave us, like, barely any maps. They gave us 4 out of, like, the 16 maps that are going to be in the game. Actually, no, it's probably going to be, like, 14 maps in the game. You know what I mean? They gave us 4 game modes out of, like, the 20 game modes is probably going to be. They didn't give us all the guns. They didn't even give us the classic guns. We don't have campaign or zombies. So you're not really able to make your full opinion on this game yet. You're able to make your full opinion on this beta or demo. I'll call it a demo for those people who are triggered by whenever anyone calls it a beta. But yes, if you don't like this, you don't like the beta or the demo. I'll call it a demo. You don't like the demo. Okay? If you like it, then you like the demo. You can't say the full game because we haven't played the full game yet. We haven't even seen campaign or zombies. I haven't seen any zombies gameplay. I've seen that trailer and some like short clippings and some small information. I haven't even played zombies yet. We haven't even gotten any DLC yet. We haven't gotten half the maps in this game. We haven't gotten half the guns. So you have to realize that we can't really make our full opinion on the game until it's out. And I'm not making my full opinion on the game. I'm making my full opinion on this demo, and so far, I'm fucking loving it. I mean, I don't think it can get any worse than the demo, because I'm pretty sure when they give us like a beta, like Black Ops 3, they gave us the best maps. So I'm pretty sure these maps are going to be probably the top tier ones in the game. Just my opinion, and I'm sure the guns are going to be some of the better ones that they gave us, and the guns that they give us after for the full game are probably not going to be that great. So I'm loving this thing. I don't think they can add anything that's going to make it me not love it, because so far everything is going well. I mean, the gameplay feels really good. People say it feels clunky and it doesn't feel right. I just don't agree with that. I mean, yes, if you're entitled to that opinion that it's clunky and doesn't feel right, alright, whatever, say what you want. But in my opinion, I mean, I think it feels really good, better than Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3, I felt like the boost jumping was just way too high, and that caused for, you know, unfair gunfights and stuff like that happening. But to be 100% honest, half this game is boots on the ground anyways. Like, I'm not really having many times where I'm flying in the sky like you would in Black Ops 3, and if I am, it's only to get to like a higher place. I'm only, every time I boost in this game so far is when I'm trying to get to a higher ledge, which is how it's meant to be used for. That's how it's meant to be used for. That's why they added it, because they didn't want to add ladders, because ladders slow down gameplay. They want it to be fast, and I agree with that, and I like it. It's not too fast, not like Black Ops 3, and it's just fine. I mean, I absolutely am enjoying it, and the specialists are very different than Black Ops 3. People have to realize specialists in Black Ops 3 are a lot different than these. Just because they're in the game does not mean they're the same exact thing. Because in this we get like a weapon or ability, and then we also get a trait, which is like a really good perk. And I really like how it works in this game. And the weapons, none of them are like overpoweredly annoying. They're just really good though. You know what I mean? And another thing that I really love about this game would have to be the guns. Holy shit, do I love these guns. I mean, there's not one gun I've used. I've used every gun so far in the beta. Not one gun, not one of the guns do I think is bad or too overpowered or anything. They're all the same in my opinion. They all feel just as good. It feels like I can use any gun and I can do just as good as I would with the other one, which that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because we don't really get that too often in Call of Duty. It's usually like, oh, there's this few guns that are really amazing, and then there's these few guns that are really shit, and then there's like 2 guns that are just in the middle, that sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. That's not how I feel about this game. So far, every gun is good. Every gun is good in some way, shape, or form. It has some use to it, and every gun also has some downfall to it. So there's no overpowered guns, and there's no underpowered guns, which is a really good thing. Score streaks I'm liking too. They're not overpowered, they're not underpowered. I'm really enjoying a lot of the things. Same with the specialists. None of them are overpowered, none of them are underpowered. The perks all seem well. It seems like I have a variety of perks usage. You know, if I'm sniping, I'm using different perks. If I'm using a suppressor and I'm having a stealth class, I'm using different perks. It's not like other games where I'm literally using the same perks every game. No, I'm actually making some diversity in my classes, which is something I'm really happy about, because I don't really do that too often in Call of Duty. I usually have like literally the same perk setup for every single class, or I might have one different for a specific game mode, but that's really it. Now, the people that are hating this, I don't understand, because their reasoning is just not right. Now, you're allowed to critique this game. That's totally fine with me. But why are you critiquing stuff that you know cannot be changed for the final version of the game? You know that there is no possible way that they're going to change these specific things, but you still complain about it. Like, they know, okay? The people who say Infinity Ward doesn't listen to the community, they're full of absolute shit, because that's the main reason that everybody has for hating this game. They say it's because Infinity Ward doesn't listen, because there's boots in the air, flying in the air, we have exosuits, because it's in the future, because there's robots, because there's specialists. Those are not reasons to hate the game. They're not, because you can't really critique something that you know cannot be fixed. And now, if you want to hate a game, go ahead, hate the game, but don't keep playing it, because complaining about these specific things and saying they ruin the game for you, okay, then don't fucking play the game. That's as simple as that. If it ruins the game for you, why are you watching a video entitled Infinite Warfare beta gameplay or something like that, and you're complaining about it in that comments? Why are you watching that video if you just absolutely hate Call of Duty now? What's your reasoning to watch that video? I don't understand the people's, reasoning behind that. It's like, just fucking get a life. Go play a different game or something. I don't know why you're on a Call of Duty video if you don't like it. People say, oh, I'm just checking to see how Call of Duty's doing since, it's shit now. It's like, I don't watch videos on games I don't like. I mean, I'm trying to think of a game I don't like. There's not really too many games out there I really, absolutely despise. I mean, every game I play, I like. If I play a game, it's because I like it. Like, people think I'm weird because I'm always optimistic about things. I never really complain too much about certain things. That's how everyone should be. Like, what's the point of complaining about something if you don't like it? Like, if you don't like something, just don't act like it's there. Like, I don't watch movies that I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever I watch a movie, I always tell my friends, oh, I saw this movie the other day, it was really good. They're like, oh, every movie you see is really good, apparently. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to see a movie that I don't think is going to be good. And yeah, there's every now and then where I'll see a movie and it won't be good. I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm just going to forget I even saw the movie. Like, so that's, for an example, for Sausage Party. I just forgot I even saw that movie. That was a really bad movie. Games, too. If I don't like a game, I just don't play it again. I either sell it at GameStop and I just don't play it again. I don't tell people, oh no, don't buy this game, it's trash. No, because their opinion might be different. They might like it, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. And I really do think the majority of the haters on this game are the Battlefield fanboys, because for some weird reason, whenever I decide to go on a Call of Duty trailer, all the comments are about Call of Duty. Now, they're not all good comments, but it's all about Call of Duty. If I go on a Battlefield trailer, 90% of the comments are about Call of Duty, which is weird. And yes, there are probably bad things about Call of Duty, but 90% of the things on Battlefield videos are about Call of Duty, saying, oh, COD's dead, rip COD, all these things in the comments. How come I don't see Battlefield comments on Call of Duty videos, huh? It's because a lot more people play Call of Duty. I know that is the main reason why, but it also shows me that a lot of Battlefield players are the actual ones hating on Call of Duty in the first place. It really is. The Call of Duty players don't hate on Battlefield. I think Battlefield looks good. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it and enjoy it. Like, I don't understand why people can't play both games. And I know, not everyone. I just lost my words there. I know everyone might not have enough money to get both games, because not everybody is, freaking crazy rich. Well, I know they're not that expensive, but I'm just saying you might not want to waste your money on 2 games. But if you don't want to get the other game, no one's making you get the other game. Just don't buy it. But there's no reason to complain about it. There's really no reason. You get one or the other, or you get both, or you get neither. That's how it works. There's no reason to compare them. I don't like comparing them because they're very, very different. Now, completely different. Now, people who complain about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare being too similar to Black Ops 3, that pisses me off even more, because that's like saying Battlefield 1 sucks because it's the same thing as Battlefront. It's like, okay, they're not the same at all, but they have some similar features, and yeah, there's just no reason to hate on that. And I don't think Black Ops 3 was a bad game, so this being similar to Black Ops 3 isn't really a bad thing, to be 100% honest. But if people think it is, okay, I don't think it is, but even then, it's not a bad thing. And to be honest, this game feels more like Call of Duty Ghosts mixed with MW3, mixed with a little bit of MW2, and then also with Black Ops 3's movement system and the specialists. Those are the only things that is similar to Black Ops 3, is the movement and the specialists, to be 100% honest. But it feels more like Ghosts, MW3, and MW2, in my honest opinion. Hit detection is beautiful in this game. That's one thing that I think Infinity Ward is amazing on. It's just, it feels so good to get kills. Like, I never really get that good feeling in Treyarch. When I play Treyarch multiplayers, I never get that amazing feeling when I get a kill. It's not like, oh, that felt good to get a kill, or to get a really good kill feed. It doesn't feel that good. I don't know what it is, but it just feels so much better in Infinity Ward games to get kills. Like, especially in Call of Duty Ghosts. I got a quad feed in Call of Duty Ghosts. I was like, holy shit, that was dope. Same thing in this game. If I got a quad feed, it's amazing. It just feels so good. And that's just something that Infinity Ward, I think, does better than Treyarch, is just the hit detection. To be 100% honest, it just feels so much better, and it looks so much better, and just, it looks a lot more realistic. It doesn't look all laggy and stuff like most Treyarch games are. And last argument I think I want to talk about today, because I've gone over basically everything. You know, people complaining about it being too similar, people complaining about the exosuits, stuff they can't change in the game. There's just no reason to complain about it, okay? They've been working on this game for 3 years. They listen to the community. For what we were able to get, they listen to the community. They listen to the community as much as they possibly can. Okay, they do. They really do. People say they don't. They do listen. Okay? They gave us these classic weapons that you earn via prestiging. They gave us variants that you can get not out of supply drops. But for some odd reason, people feel the need to complain, and I just don't understand. Because with what they're able to do, they listen. Activision is the one that forced them to do the future. Activision is the one that forced them to do the exosuits. Activision is the one that forced them to put supply drops in the game. Activision forces them to do all these things, and people don't understand it's not Infinity Ward's choice. Now, this was back during Call of Duty Ghosts, when most people wanted a different change in Call of Duty anyways, so Activision was listening as well, because they were at that time period. Supply drops, not so much. I'm sure nobody liked supply drops. They probably were added around Advanced Warfare came out. But honestly, I like supply drops. I mean, there's just a certain thing of supply drops that I used to hate, but then I learned to just realize they actually add a lot to the game. They add a bigger layer of something to go for the game. I wouldn't still be playing Black Ops 3 multiplayer if it wasn't for supply drops. They keep me playing the game because I want to get these new guns and these new camos and all that stuff. So, as much as we all hate supply drops, there's a certain part of it where it's like, it actually makes the game better, to be 100% honest. So I think people should learn to kind of enjoy supply drops a little bit, because they do add an extra layer of fun to the game, to be 100% honest. And there's other things they Infinity Ward listens about. They listened about what we wanted for our third game mode. They gave us zombies instead of extinction. We all love zombies. They knew that. They gave us that. They did what they could do. They were not going to just change the whole game, scrap all the stuff they put together during the Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare life cycle just because some people don't like Future. They're not going to do that, because they know they can still put together an A1 game with it still being in the future with exosuits. And they did make an A1 demo, at least. The demo or beta, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is really, really, really good. And I'm loving it right now. McDonald's way. I'm just fucking loving it. But last thing I want to talk about is Raven Software. People, the naive people, the people that just give me headaches, who say Raven is the best Call of Duty developer of all time. Those people have fucking, oh my god, they have the worst type of AIDS in the world, man. Oh my god. How can you say a company that hasn't even made a Call of Duty game better than the other 3 companies? How? People say, oh, because they listen to the community. All they did was take a game that's already been made and update the graphics. That's all they fucking did. Why do you think they're these amazing developers when that's all they did was just take a game that's already there and remake it because Activision told them to? They didn't do it on purpose. Activision told them to. Just because they said they wanted to make a modern game does not make them amazing developers either, because they did say they wanted to make a modern game. I could say I want to be Santa Claus, but does that mean I'm gonna be Santa Claus? Hell no, I'm not gonna be Santa Claus. They say that doesn't mean they're gonna do it, okay? Because it's not their choice, it's Activision's choice to do that stuff. Anyways, even then, it doesn't mean that no other company is gonna do what Raven wants to do. I guarantee you, Sledgehammer Games' next Call of Duty is going to be in the past in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be a Vietnam War, World War II, modern day. I guarantee you, and I guarantee you Treyarch's Call of Duty is going to be in the past, and I guarantee you Infinity Ward's next Call of Duty is also going to be in the past or the present. Guaranteed it. So don't say Raven's the best software just because they have one little plan to do something that the other Call of Duties haven't done in the past 3 years. Big fucking deal. Guess what? They haven't even made a Call of Duty. We haven't even seen Call of Duty 4 yet. I mean, we've seen it, but we haven't played it. Most people haven't played it, but you know what I mean. We haven't played the full game yet. It's not even out yet. We played some of the campaign, but that's just, it doesn't matter. They haven't come up with any ideas. Their job was easy. They just had to take graphics and update them. Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer have to come up with all these new ideas, models, and designs when they were already there for them. They just took something that was already there and just made it. But every other company has to make a game from scratch. So, Raven, no, you're not the best developer. You're good for remakes. I do think Modern Warfare Remastered looks really good. I'm really excited for it. You're good at remakes. You should remake some more Call of Duty like World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1. I would love for you to do more remakes, but we do not need you to replace any Call of Duty developers. I think the other developers are doing just fine, and I do think that they would be the same as Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer if they were to become developers. They would still have supply drops. If they were to make it at this time period, they would still have exosuits in the future because Activision would force them to. You have to realize that. I'm done. I have to get a drink of water because I'm dying from the amount of speaking I've been doing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.